Hello everybody, how is everyone doing today? Early stream, hope y'all have been doing well. One Drunk Man, hello. Ojpoj, hello. Rabbit, Rob, Battleship, what's up? Lana, God's Army, Sphinx, hello. 10 Peaches, thank you so much for the 10 months. Thank you. もう10月だよ, indeed. Already April. Crazy. It's 7:24 a.m. in New Zealand. Oh, wow. Early. Cool, hello. I'm doing alright. Been busy. Just been busy with life. with life, school and life and all those things. So yeah. You are mad? Why are you mad? What are you mad about? Because of so few ISO DE boards. I see. Well, one thing that you should know is that while ISO support is a bit limited, the thing is a lot of designers do also release plate files for their keyboards. Sometimes with universal compatibility and sometimes without. But there's a lot of people out there who can change some of the cutouts for you, so you can always make ISO compatible plates. How does it feel to own a Jane? I've owned it for a while now, so but it feels good. Yeah. I mean, what else do I say? What do I say? Do I say it's bad? It's great. I love it. It's one of my favorite boards for sure. Yeah, so today we're gonna be building a unicorn. Today's build is actually going to be a unicorn in a different color from last time. Last time that we built a unicorn, we did one in E-white, right? Today we're gonna be doing a different one, and then actually I already have a different one queued up, so we'll have seen most colors of the unicorn variations available by maybe the end of the month, the end of next month, I guess, April. But yeah. So let's see. Limit to soldering or hot swappable is never possible. Yeah, hot swappable. So the thing about hot swap is hot swap limits you to layouts. So if you have a hot swap PCB, then it means you have to have a hot swap ISO PCB, which is less likely. You might have to ask around for if that's available even, but I haven't really seen any ISO PCBs that are hot swap. Did you order Escape too? What's Escape? What do you mean, did I order Escape? Anyway. Oh, Escape Artisans. Oh, I see. No, I haven't ordered any Escape Artisans or whatever. Well, these are the ones you're probably referring to. I haven't ordered anything recently. So I can't redeem? What do you mean you can't redeem? Have a look, they're awesome. Cool, okay. How necessary are F keys? I'm trying to choose between a 65 and a 75%. That's a pretty personal question. Do you use F keys a lot? Even if you don't, or even if you do rather, I actually still do use some F keys for work. even if you do use F keys, you actually have the ability to reprogram. Every PCB out there nowadays is reprogrammable. So if you're getting a 65%, you'll still have F keys by going into the function layer. So I don't see any issue with that. So I actually prefer using a 60% layout generally, and I still use F keys and I have no issues. So it's up to you. It goes back to aesthetic? Yeah, it definitely goes back to the aesthetic and overall your comfort level. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, so I use I pretty much use between 60% and full size pretty liberally. Other people can't because they're not used to it, like their muscle memory fails them or they just don't like it, you know. But for me, I don't care because I always program things in the function layer that make it usable for me. So I get used to that. Once I get used to the function layer, actually it doesn't even matter at that point what keyword I use because it's all within my reach. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so we have a SINGA here. SINGA case, rather. These are some of the new bags that they come with. Oddly enough, the handle's on the opposite side of the zippers, which is kind of a little odd, because if you carry it like this and let's say it's open slightly, it could actually fall, which is not a very good experience, I think. But anyway. So a little odd design choice there, but I think it has to be limited to dimensions. So we have the cloth here, which we don't need to. Okay, here's a daughter board. Here we have our Indigo R2.1 card. It's like a little description card. And some stickers, if you haven't seen the stickers. There's a white one, there's a indigo or a purple one, and then there's a green one. Pretty much these are some of the colors that were available during the group, not group buy, but during the purchase period for R2.1. So they're pretty much modeled after those colors. Just a question, I'm a programmer and ISO user. How you normally use... Oh, I see. I'm not an ISO user. So my bracket keys are here. Like here and here. Like shift and here. But if you were an ISO user, you can always... I mean, if you don't have it available in your main layer, you could always just use like a function key. Maybe you could put it on your alt graph or on your control here. Sometimes I personally put on TKL, I actually put my FN here because I don't care. Because I don't have anything that I need to access that's, you know, hard to get to. But if on the 60%, I do split right shift, so function is usually right here on my pinky. So somewhere where I can access it quickly. Yeah. Anyway, here's our PCB. Here's some switches that we lubed with. These are Krytox 05 grade 0 with films and 65 gram springs. More daughter board stuff. So we have the little cable, which we'll need later. We have bump-ons, which we'll need. I guess I'll just take them out. Oopsie. Take them out. And then I think these are daughter board screws, so we should take that out too. We don't need the rest. In your opinion, what silent switches are the silence? Wait, what do you mean? So which ones are the quietest ones? Which ones are the most quiet or the most silent switches? Is that what you're asking? Yes. I think people have said good things about, silent alpacas. I've heard good things about Helios, Sakurios, Roselios, which are from the Zeal line. Lubing your switches is going to make a big difference. So if you lube your switches, that's going to quiet it down by a lot. so I would recommend lubing them, first of all. And then, but I mean, you also have some noise, but it's not very significant. I would still say that, like Helio Roselio Sakuras are pretty good. People talk about MX Xylence, which is basically cherry MX, like silent red or black stems inside of Zeal housings. Ends up being a bit expensive, but that is another combination people have used in the past that has been very much likable. And there's like other ones out there. There's like Silent Inks and whatnot, but I think, yeah, I've heard good things about Silent Alpacas, and the Zeal line of switches for silent switches. Yeah, Boba Gum's pretty quiet. Yeah, well, yeah, I haven't tried the new linear line of the Boba switches, so that's one thing. So we have a full FR4 play today. And let's actually put the bump-ons on first. So for those who haven't seen the UNIKORN, this is the case, and it's a really nice deep purple. It's such a gorgeous purple. I personally think this is probably one of the best purples I've seen. In general, like it's a nice deep purple, which is my more preferred shade of purple, and it looks really good against the stainless steel weight here at the bottom, sandblasted weight. Very nice purple. We got tray mounted. We'll use the O-ring probably, yeah. So it'll be friction fit basically. Alright, bump-ons are on now. Okay. Oh, I need to get some stabs. Okay. I'll go get some stabs. Just put it on the side here for you to still see. Maybe I'll flip it around so you can still see the color more accurately, and also the weight with it. It's a bit dark on this side of the room, I guess. Our PCB. For those who don't know, it's a Heine H60 PCB with a collaboration with SINGA and TGR. JST connector over here connects to a daughter board, but pretty much is a 60% PCB with ANSI compatibility for the most part. So actually we'll need this. So we're gonna test the PCB first, as always. Is this a custom requested board? Yes, it is a client build, indeed. Can you show how heavy it is by dropping it? We could do a quick drop test. Did you build Korn already? Yeah, I have built UNIKORN beforehand. We built a E-White UNIKORN beforehand. Today we're building the purple one. But yeah, it's yet another UNIKORN. Indeed. Let's see. I got stood up for my meeting? Oh no. Does that mean you have to reschedule? Because that's when it's really annoying, when you get stood up for meetings and stuff. It's like you have to reschedule shit, and it's so annoying to like have to coordinate again with people. Can you build me the best, quietest ISO DE board for less than 1,000 euro? Not if I have to get all the parts and stuff. I can't do that for you. You'll have to do the research on the parts and get them. And if you want to get parts, you should get them, and like, you know, you can have it sent to me, for example, but you'll have to do the work. If I were to have to do the work, I would probably charge more than that, because it's also my time that I'm spending like getting everything, you know. Yeah. How much you charge per hour? I charge typically around like 20 an hour. But I guess at this point I kind of have been pretty much have had fixed prices almost, because of wait, why is this? Oh, is this not flashed? I think I need to flash it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, music, what's going on? Okay, sorry. I think maybe my earbuds are like having a hard time today. So $40 for a date. Cheap date, huh? Are we going to somewhere nice? Depends. If you're paying the meal. Let's see. Let me see if I need to flash this. H60. Is it just me, or is my... Hold on. Give me a 1 sec. My audio is being weird, or my earbuds are being weird? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check. That seems fine. Okay. Weird. Alright. Okay, I need the hex file. Where's the hex file for this? Let's go and look it up. Whoa, okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. My audio is acting up today for some reason. Is it my memory? Sorry about that. Just turning it off for a second. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? What's the mounting style called when using that big rubber O-ring? It's just called O-ring mount. People call it O-ring gasket mount or O-ring mount. What does stickered by UTC mean? So UTC used so before films were made, like the films that we use for switches, people used to use stickers. So they were actually like you like actually had to stick them onto the bottom housing of the switch. So that was what it was back in the day. I mean, some people still do it actually. Okay, so let's look it up actually. What's going on? Is it me, or is it music like stuttering? It is, right? Is it being whack? I actually don't know if you guys can hear it at all. Music is fine? Huh. Maybe it's just on my end. Okay. My audio is acting up on my end for some reason. Like, I listen to, like, things are kind of like looping, basically. Which is not always. Only, like, it's like stutters occasionally. And I don't know why it's happening on my end, but not on your end. At first, I thought it was, like, my Bluetooth connection for the earbuds, but apparently not. So must be something else that I don't know right now what's going on. Oh, I heard the loop. Oh, okay. See that? See that? So that's kind of weird. Yeah. See, I don't know what's going on. That's the first time I've ever experienced this. So I actually don't know. Hopefully it doesn't keep happening because that's really annoying. I just hope that's not the case. Oh yeah, it's still looping. Why is that happening, huh? Give me one sec. Maybe I need to restart my music player. I don't know. Ah, so weird. It's a remix. Oh wait. I realized that the wrong browser. Okay, today's stream's kind of scuffed. I don't know what's going on today, guys. So I actually apologize for the issues today. So I will be just changing things here a bit. Okay, so that's not the right one, actually. I don't know what's going on. Give me one sec. Alright, there. At least you are not looping. Yeah, I think I'm doing fine, but my music is kind of being weird. So I'm gonna restart the music player, and I'll play it again in just a second. But for now, I'm gonna flash the PCB. In the meantime, so if you want to look at what I'm doing, I'll put QMK on the screen, and then I just need to wait. Just realized, where's the reset pins? Pins. Reset pins. Huh? Am I missing the reset somewhere? Hello. Just the music. Yeah, I don't know. Check your analog turntable. I don't have an analog turntable. Okay, maybe I just need to short escape while connecting it. So maybe I'll just do that instead. Do boot magic. Okay, that detected, and flash. Good evening, Captai. Hello. All right, I think I'm restarting my music player now, which should. I'm gonna quit a few applications because it's being weird today for some reason. All right, let's see if it loops. I am playing it again. All right, so that's done. If it loops, then you'll maybe have to live with a remix of my current playlist. Okay, great, it works. Great. Actually, I need to check something. Okay. Anyway, I don't think I like progressive springs. Is that what you mean? Have a badge switch is swap with 68 progressive from Sprit, so soft. I think slow is better. I see. Anyway, Ryan, purging some keyboard stuff and hanging. How about you? I'm doing okay. I've been just busy with life. I have a lot of projects and stuff. I've just been busy with a bunch of stuff lately. Let's see, bottom row, 7U. Let's change a few things up here. And then, oh yeah, split right shift as well. Okay, music's not looping anymore, so I think that's resolved. Okay, let's put the F row here too. And let's see, arrow keys, up, left, right, down, delete, page up, where's page up, page down, home, and end, caps lock, and I don't need that. Okay, that, oh, and tilde. Alright. Key tester. Ooh, looping. It's looping. Why is it looping? Why is it doing this today? Why is it doing that? That is so bizarre. Oh god. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Oh well. Any split backspace? Not right now, I think. Let's see, can I get an opinion on a GMK set plus keyboard case combo? I was thinking the GMK Arch with the Tiffany KBD 67 Lite. What's GMK Arch? GMK Arch. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what that set is. GMK Arch. Yeah, music's being weird today. I don't know what's going on. I see. Oh, okay. So it definitely is my music player for some reason. Which is really weird. So I'm just gonna maybe play this. Any mukbang avail? I already had food earlier. But yeah, this GMK Arch set, kind of neutral on a Tiffany case. I mean, it should look okay. I think anything neutral will look fine. What do you eat? I actually had some Indian food. I had some chicken, some dal, had some rice with it, some naan. It was really good. I like dal a lot, so yeah. Can I post a screen grab? Sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. What's this? Yeah, so Soren and I were eating lunch. I was eating lunch and Soren was eating dinner, I guess. But yeah, we were hanging out for a bit. Our date changed from ramen date to me cooking dal? Oh, really? That sounds delicious though, because I do love me some dal. Alright, so PCB is working. Yeah, maybe it's buffering, as someone said. I think one drunk man said that. But yeah, maybe it's buffering, I don't know. Alright, so get some stabs. Okay. We need to do more of that. Well, keycaps are on the teacher Jane. Just do exclamation keyboard for information on the keyboard that's currently on the table. And exclamation build for what we're building today. I think I have some screw-ins here for maybe the shift and the enter. And then we can use some snap-ins, clip-ins for the other. Actually, wait, where's my clip-ins? They're not here. Give me 1 second. Back to watching tech trivia. Later. My latest guilty pleasure is hot chips with butter chicken sauce. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds so good. For some reason, stabs. Okay. So, clip-ins. Let's see. We're gonna need 1 and 2. Sandra, hola, ¿cómo estás? All right. ¿Ya sabes ocupada? ¿Cuándo no? Yo sé, yo sé. Digo, igual yo. You know how it goes. It's always the same good old stuff. Trying to juggle a bunch of things at once. That's life. Happy keyboard stream. Thank you so much, Brandon. Early stream today? Yeah, early stream today. I had some change in plans, and so I had to schedule the stream for earlier and then schedule some other stuff for later. So yeah. Early stream. Have you heard of the New York City train attack? Which train attack? There's like numerous attacks lately in New York City. It bothers me, but witch attack. Nice sweater, thank you. How are you? How you doing, Josh? Plate mount stabs? No, these are clip-ins, a mix of clip-ins and screw-ins actually. I just need to clip all the little thingies. But yeah. Only heard of the one with choking. Oh man. That's yeah, I saw that. Although I heard that it was instigated also by the party by the mister who was affected as well. So it seemed like there was a bit of a two-sided thing going on, but I mean it's still overly violent, and yeah, it's very unfortunate what's going on right now in the country. Do Americans celebrate Easter? Some people do, yes. Some people don't. But Jax, you're selling your Grail bongos? Wait, why? Is it because of the business? Electric bill was insane this month? Oh shit. I mean, I think utilities are kind of like through the roof lately. I feel like also like electric companies can like get away with it. Because they know people are just inside. Is this a personal build? No, it's not. Oh, Captain the Jane sat? Yes. I'm sorry to hear that, man. If you need any help or like, you know, support, especially maybe if you need to find like someone to buy it or something like that. All right, so we've clipped the legs. Alright, let's start lubing. I'm gonna do 2.5 and today. Maybe I'll bring the foam out this time. Actually, let's bring the tray out. Did not accurately calculate what it would cost to run 2 CNCs and other equipment 16 to 18 hours a day for a couple of months. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. It's almost summer. Hold out till then. I mean, summer utilities are even worse. Because if it's running hot, I mean, if it's hot already, it's gonna... Then you like have to ventilate and stuff. That's more energy spent cooling things off. So summer can be even worse for utility bills. Easter's a statutory holiday. So long weekend this year. Got Friday and Monday off. Oh, that's so nice. Sounds amazing. Lucky you. I wish I got a long weekend right now. AC's running. Yeah, exactly. You know, for most people there's no alternative. It's not like anyone's gonna go without power. Yeah, exactly. I mean and then like, you know, remember like what happened with like Texas, like they lost power and shit. Like, yeah, that kind of stuff too happens. And like, yeah, like a lot of these utility companies kind of hold they basically have no competitors, so pretty much they hold full control over a certain region, and they can just overcharge if they want to. It's kind of just like most utilities though. Like internet's kind of the same. It's like in certain areas, like, you know, like like, you know, like Time Warner Spectrum, or like, you know, Cox, or like whatever, you know, might hold like a monopoly essentially. Or like Xfinity, right? Like all those internet service providers that you probably know about. But yeah, it's horrible. It sucks. AZ doesn't exist here, but heating bills are nuts. just moved from apartment into a house. So that was another surprise. Oof. Damn, dude. That's wild. That's rough. That's rough, my man. Shit. Where I live, electricity costs are really transparent and not taxing, but if you move into a house, that's a bit rough. Well, I want to design a house now. That would be cool, but making anything custom is extremely expensive. I mean, that's a dream, though. Being able to make your own house exactly the way you like it is so nice. But, I mean, to afford that kind of luxury is a whole different story. Depends on where you are. Not if we group by model this. Start the IC. Launcher up the IC. Put it on Keycaps. Spread it to the masses on r/mechanical keyboards, saying, because when you post about anything that's not necessarily keyboard related, such as you post about you post a story of a certain keyboard company talking about machining stuff, apparently everyone suddenly becomes CNC milling experts. This is a bit old news, by the way, but it's a reference I'm making to a post that people made on r/mechanical keyboards, and like you go to the comment section and everyone apparently knows about CNC milling and they're experts in machining. Like they know all about raw material costs suddenly, and they know all about how time correlates with, you know, like cost, and they talk about supply and demand and shit. Yeah, they start talking about tariffs and whatnot, you know. Apparently polycarb is very easy to CNC and cheap. Oh yeah, super easy. No room, like, yeah, there's no way for you to have, you know, make any mistakes. Totally, like, it's not wasteful at all, and you always get it on the first try. Zero tolerance issues, no warping. Yeah, NBD, no big deal. This house with backlight LED. Building a house where I live is a minimum of 1.52 mil, including land. Yeah, I mean, that could even be considered too little for some places, so. For many places, actually, so. Everyone on the interwebs is an expert, didn't you know? I know. The power of Google, foo. Except not everyone Google foos, and, you know, they're experts too anyway. They're book smart, quote unquote. Why don't they cast their own keyboards? I know, just cast them in aluminum. Super easy to do. Just you know, crush some aluminum and pour it in and melt it. Oh boy. Yeah, do it, you know, you're like a blacksmith. Just smelt some shit, you know, make some ingots of stuff, melt it, and cast it into shape. Easy peasy. In Belgium, 30% of your electricity bill is transportation costs and taxes, and for gas it's 50%. Quite expensive. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it's expensive for any locations that also have like heavier tax rates, all right? Because I mean, it's also depending on who is providing the service. Like sometimes it's a government, sometimes it's not a government-based agency. It's like a business. So it definitely changes things a lot when you talk about that, right? But again, I don't know too much about energy sector stuff. Beyond maybe like a few niche things. Since the rise of injection molded PC board, new people have the misconception that PC is cheap. Yeah. PC being polycarb in this case. It's all for electricity companies. This is a basic tax thing, sadly. I see. Yeah. Utilities, good way for any business or agency, in this case if it's government related, to it's not as hard to manipulate as other more competitive markets. General thing from materials: plastic cheap, metal not so much. Oh no, but apparently aluminum, raw aluminum is super cheap, so therefore keyboards should not cost anywhere above $100. Most of the entry-level injection molded boards that have been releasing now, have been years in the making, though. That is true, actually. A lot of these ideas have been in concept and development for a long time now. Like from the NK65 all the way to like all these other like boards, like the Kara and whatnot. Yeah, they've been people behind them have thought about it for a while. Exclamation free machining. Raw alu cost £2 for any size. I mean $2 per pound for any size. Oh, easy. So my keyboard right now here is probably like £8 or whatever. So it's now only worth about $10. Just because you have to use give a discount for it's a used product, so it's half the price now. Half the price, shipping included. JK. PCB are cheap, should be free with the 100 USD CNC case, eh? I mean, yeah. But yeah. Keyboards should depreciate like cars. I actually don't know if you mean that seriously, Jax. If you actually mean that seriously, I actually wouldn't disagree to some extent, but right now the market's too small, right? So I think eventually things could depreciate like very heavily like that, because there will be so many options that it won't just like, it will be more like oh, this product's used, so it's probably much cheaper. OTD $40. Easy. What is collectability? Can you claim utility bill on your business as expenses? Yes, you can. You can claim utility bill on your business as an expense, and you can always get a you can write it off on your tax return, but you can't do. It depends how you're using your business, but yeah. Like for example, if I am filing a tax return, like actually this year when I file a tax return, I would write off. I can write off part of the utility bill, but I can't write off my full utility bill cost, because technically, if they were to audit me, it's definitely not true that 100% of my utility bill cost is towards, well, in this case, my business being streaming or like, you know, making like content or whatever, you know, like it's not 100% dedicated to it. So so I can't technically like write it off fully, but you can partition things. You can declare, like, you can't say like, oh, this is my utility bill and about this amount is dedicated to business and about this amount is dedicated to home, because in my case I'm working from home essentially. So yeah, at home business can claim your home office space. Indeed. Yep. The potato lamp is not for business use. It kind of is actually. Kind of actually is only for business use in a way. Actually, I don't really use it. I use it mostly for like prop stuff. Because I think my bedside lamp is like much brighter, and so I just prefer using that. Right off the potato lamp then. The potato lamp thingy is purchased from years ago, so it's too late now to write it off. Too late. That lamp is a render. Cute. That's a mighty good render then. If anything would depreciate, it would be the PCB or the switches. Not sure. Probably anything that shows more wear and tear, yeah. Yeah, so maybe the switches, no, probably not the PCB though, because PCB doesn't have like a limit on actuations or something like that. If you've like desoldered it and soldered it again and so much and whatnot, then sure. But I mean, even then, PCBs are already pretty cheap, so the margin would be minimal and not worth even trying to figure like out if there's a way to depreciate certain things. Finding taxes this year is a bit of a headache, actually. Yeah, it was a headache for me. I'll tell you that much. I actually paid a lot out of my ass this year. Same reasons, actually. Partially unemployed, partially in school, and partially working, like in like basically registering business. So in a way, it was pretty complicated because there was like a lot of other income category stuff, and that stuff is actually untaxed at first, so you have to pay the tax for them. And then rates vary. So yeah, no, it was a pain in the butt this year to do taxes. I did it earlier on though, because this was before they announced that they were going to extend the deadline for taxes. Keycaps would depreciate. Yeah, of course. Claiming GMK purchases as expenses, living the dream. if they were only used for that business, then it's actually more than doable to declare and claiming them. But for example, you guys know how I got this desk pretty recently, right? So like date of acquisition is kind of like much later. So I like put it in the return, but it probably won't have a it probably won't apply until next year's tax return. So because it was like in the last quarter. So hopefully next year's taxes would be easier than this year. But yeah. Have you joined Red Alert yet? I haven't. When is it due again? It's this week, right? This coming week? I think it's the last day. No, I have not yet joined. But I will. Yeah. Yeah, Red Alert's running till the 6th, I think? Or no, the 10th. Ends in 4 days. Oh yeah, I did enter White on Black Shine Through. Also a shout out to Mr. Hoodro Thrillson, who is organizing White on Black Shine Through with the different vendors. The proceeds of White on Black Shine Through, GMK White on Black Shine Through, are going to stop AAPI hate, which is a cause I support, and I would love to bring awareness to people about what's happening currently in the what's currently happening in the AAPI community in the United States. I would definitely love for people to be aware and kind of like read up on it a bit. There's a lot of resources out there right now, and I really think it's great that both Hoodro Thrillson and this and Tokipi, who just recently opened an eBay auction for a special 7U spacebar and a Cherry 1U artisan blank. They're both donating proceeds towards causes that support Stop AAPI Hate. And later this weekend, Minterly is doing the Idle Mind Mental Health Month event, so check that out also when it happens. I joined Yeetie, Red Alert, and White and Black Shine Through. Wow, that's a lot. I would not join Yeetie. Did you get 2 sets of White and Black Shine Through? I did actually. I got 2 sets. Cause I have 2 sets of White and Black too. So. And it's rare to see windowed keys actually. You rarely see windowed keys and cherry logo keys. Cherry logo stuff is also like you need to like license it, so like you need to get the license for it. So it's actually like kind of a rare occasion that you see those. So I personally got two because I figured I probably won't see it for a while anyway. Hey brother, have you tried SP stars yet? I have not. I have not tried SP stars because I have not purchased any, and nobody in particular has sent any to me to try out. And I'm currently not really on the lookout for new switches to purchase. I have a lot of switches that I need to try, and also that I would like to first run through before I purchase anything else. But no, I have not tried those. Where do you get the red cherry enter that you use on your Jane V2C? I got it from a Mech Market post a long time ago. But I believe these novelties were run by the person who initially ran GMK KA1953, the beige OG retro set. I believe they also ran, I think, if I recall correctly, GMKK 1953 is actually a Cherry Corporation in China headquarter commission, like an order basically. So basically it's actually a licensed set, so which is why it has those Cherry novelties. And I think the black on the white on black Cherry novelty was kind of part of like that like event or whatever. So you would probably just have to look on Mech Market and such. Yeah. What do you think about keycap artisans using NFT blockchain recently? I can't comment on it because I don't understand blockchain and NFTs too well. Personally, like the whole idea of digital goods is like, I just realized I put it in the wrong housing. But I think the whole idea of digital goods is kind of interesting, and at the same time it's like it's trying to solve like issues that like traditional art can't, like the acquisition of traditional art and the transfer of such goods, right? Like that's what it's trying to solve. But like I mean, like look at the platform that some people are using. Like if you use like Ethereum, I think the fees are immense, right? So it kind of defeats the purpose. Like it's so expensive. And like, you know, you might bid on something, but you end up losing out money if you don't win. For example. But no, I don't know enough about NFTs and blockchain. I actually barely know about crypto. I'm not really that interested in crypto. Mostly because I just don't have the resources to invest in crypto. You know, like I actually am not as financially literate as you think I might be. I actually would like to learn more about investing and more financial literacy stuff, but I actually don't know too much about it. And I, you know, people like, you know, like not giving financial advice and that kind of stuff because no one wants to be held liable. So I have to like kind of like learn on my own, I guess. Do you get Norse? I did not get Norse, no. I did not get GMK Norse. Are you gonna get GMK British Racing? Actually I'm not sure, but probably not. I already have other green sets that I like, so I don't think I'm interested in getting another one right now. It looks cool, but it's just money that I don't want to spend. I read up on the NFT stuff and immediately got a massive headache. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Or it's just like it also uses lingo that like people are not always used to. Hey bro, use my crypto codes first time's free. Classic. Getting another striker? I'm not sure actually. I might get the extension kit. Cause that I like the extension kit for a striker. But I'm not sure about the rest. I don't think I necessarily have to get the new set. Only know that people have tried to profit off of friends' art with NFTs, trying to claim it right off Twitter. It's so... Question mark. Yeah, kind of weird. I think it's a bit silly, but based on my very basic understanding of it, I think it's kind of silly. But yeah, well, whatever people do, it's their business. So. For example, one thing that I'm kind of like meh about is like you own digital art, like you own a digital good through the NFT, right? But you know what I mean? It's like you basically own the rights to like a JPEG file or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, and then what? You know? I guess maybe it's because I just see art a bit differently. I kind of see the whole like physical item being the actual thing of like, you know, like I want to see it in print or like in physical form. So it kind of feels a bit too out there for me. Like kind of doesn't feel worthwhile spending money for access to a digital good that just kind of remains a digital good. It's like stocks, dude. The verbiage is intentionally confusing. Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, the house always wins, right? So it's bizarre. Lots of friends start to lock their accounts in fear. Interesting. Time to go on audio mode? Wait, work? Or are things breaking up? I have no idea what I'm talking about, but NFT is kind of like trading stones for goods back in the day. Stones for goods back in the day. Stones being like Ethereum? Like cryptocurrency? Being stones? I don't know. Weird, strange analogy, I'm not sure. Personally not feeling too invested. So, purchasing the rights to a sequence of ones and zeros. Yeah, I know, it's just weird. It's just weird to me. Not my way to appreciate art, I suppose, is all I could say about it. I'm more about the physical item. I'm more about hard work and dedication put into a physical product that I can touch and see and watch and contemplate about in person. So good for the people who defend digital art, and good for the artists who benefit from the transfer of such goods. Good for them. But as far as the people who own them, who are trying to kind of use the system as a means to basically profit off of people's misunderstanding of the way you acquire goods, then, you know, shame on them. The embodiment of a physical product, yeah. Thoughts on NK87? I think NK87 is a pretty cool board for the price. Like, I mean, it offers quite a bit for $265 US. Like, the whole kit plus all the accessories and the features included are actually quite a good deal. So I think the NK87 is pretty cool. I have not seen a prototype or anything in person, so I can't tell you about how I feel about the board itself functionally, but it seems to do everything that it's required to do. It seems to cover all the bases it needs to cover, or for the most part, for the price, so it's good. Counterfeiting will be so easy with these NFT things. Like, how do you know if you're truly the only person who has a copy of whatever? And there are some things that are sold in copies of like 10, editions of 10, editions of 5, editions of 2. It's not always unique either. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. And yeah, people copy it. People will just rip it off, you know? It's just a JPEG or whatever. So yeah, whatever. Non-fungible tokens. Strange concept. Let's see. Could a music be? Is it like instead of buying the GAF print, you only get a JPEG of it? Yeah, you like own the rights to that particular edition of the digital art. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of it. I ran out of space. Could music be interpreted in the same abstract way, such that it is merely a sequence of information, a recipe that reproduces the art form for the listener? Yeah. True, it is, right? Although, the question is, do you value that lossless FLAC file that you get from, like, you know, this perfect, crisp recording of the music, right? Do you want that more, or do you want the live performance, you know? Or like it is a representation of that live performance or whatever, but it just in the end it comes to that subjective value aspect to it, and the question is like, do you hold significance in owning the right to that particular item in a digital form? Yeah, Lana is right on the nose here. Sounds like so much work when you could just pay the artist directly for a copy. Exactly. That's how I feel. Sounds like I could just ask the artist, hey, do you plan on doing an edition of prints of this digital like art, like, you know, painting or whatever that you did, or, you know, whatever it is, illustration, versus or like a live performance, like a concert, right? I want the brush strokes. Yeah. Exactly, man. I want that physical thing. That's what's really beautiful to me about art, right? So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Are the screw-ins used on shift and enter retool? Yeah, I believe so. Yes, they're gonna be the contemporary screw-in stabs. Yeah. Any upcoming keyboard group buys you're looking forward to? I mean, Salvation's coming soon, so that's something to look out for if you're interested in the 60% market. That's definitely an exciting keyboard release, I think, that's coming soon. Other keyboard releases, though, trying to think about it. Anything that I'm looking forward to? I mean, I'm looking forward to the Ion Keyboards Rogue. So If you know Mr. Poner, who is occasionally here in chat too, he's the designer of the Zenith and the Xeno and Equinox and Juby, for example, and he's doing a 60% board for that's like similar to the Zenith in aesthetic, but it's actually just a 60%. So if you're interested in something like that, that's another 60% to look out for. If you're interested in different layouts, I'm actually not keeping up too closely, but I'm sure there are other things. I think like the Kaze by like Nerd Designs, who I think is basically like, I mean, like LolStacks probably has more information about this kind of stuff, but like that's an F13 keyboard. Zekin is working on RBB. Oopsie. Is working on RBB. That is a F13 TKL essentially. So that's another one that you could look forward to. There's like a lot out there that people are working on and that you could look forward to. Ready for IC and GB memes tomorrow? Oh, that's right. So tomorrow I just need to not pay attention to keyboards, which is great. I'll take a look on the 2nd. That way I don't have to bother. House as well as Kaze, yeah. House is by isn't House by the what's his name? Hand engineering guy? Lewis, yeah, Lewis. Same guy as Dalco. Well, nah, well, technically Dalco is, well, yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, Dalco is like Dale slash Lewis, so. This FR4 plate kind of tight, actually. Kind of tight. It's not like impossible, but it definitely is a little on the tighter end. As long as it's not interfering with the actuation, I think it's okay. It is a little bit tight though. Just gonna have to make sure these clip in properly then. Yep. Maybe it's the films, I'm not sure. No, it's just slightly tight. Okay, that's fine. There's also Numa or Neoma, I'm not sure, but that's a little pricey. How much is it going for? Let's see. Numa is around $500. That's a 60%, right? I think. I wish they could do E-White Salvation, but the new gray looks great. Yeah, no E-White for it. Right, so. Yeah, 60? I see. What purple set do you have? I have Hyperfuse R2, I have Hyperfuse Origins, I have taro, violet on cream. I have a ton. Wait, I like purples. I have a bunch of purple stuff. I have deep space. Well, actually, that's on the board right now. Pingsu is not purple, but kind of. I have Alter, which is also not purple, but still kind of that family. I have Skeletor, which is pretty loud. First Love, I don't have First Love. I was not really into First Love, actually. What else? I have JMK-Q01, which is on a different keyboard, but it's available, I guess. I mean, like, it's there. Do you join Frost Witch? Do you have Analog Dreams? Yeah, I do have Analog Dreams. It's on the keyboard right now. Do you have Frost Witch? Do you join Frost Witch? I did join Frost Witch. Yes, I did join Frost Witch, but Frost Witch has not shipped or anything, so. Have you tried the FC Stab mod? No, because I'm kind of like too lazy for it, to be honest with you. I'm too lazy for the stat mod. I personally have been doing 205 or whatever, or XHT, and it's worked fine for me. I personally have no concerns with it, so, and feel a bit too lazy to be putting the test key films. So I've kind of avoided it almost. Green Hebrew might look nice here, huh? Green and purple and beige, sorta. Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. Bit of a contrast. But it's majority beige, so that's something to keep in mind. I think the stabs are fine now, so we're just gonna keep going. Oh, and I don't have DMG in case anyone was gonna ask. I don't like text only mods, so I don't really buy it. I didn't buy it because I don't like text only mods. There's a couple of sets I do have that have text only mods, like the ones I have that are text only mods, for example, or Minimal. I have Minimal that has text only mods, but I have the icon mod kit, so ASCII technically has text only mods, but I have the icon only. I have the icon kit too. Oblivion has text only mods, but it also has colors, so I personally don't mind it. Space Cadet is kind of like that too, but the alphas are kind of busy, so it kind of balances out. But yeah, I tend to not purchase anything that has text only modifiers because it kind of bores me out. Slash, I don't think it looks good on long modifiers because it looks very barren, and like kind of just doesn't look right, especially on like the shift keys or like the enter. I have white and black on my purple. I mean, yeah, white and black works with pretty much everything. It's very standard. It's pretty much neutral, so. Text mods don't really work well with vector type novelties. Ooh, that is a very that is an interesting point actually. Text mods don't work with vector type novelties. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it doesn't jive with it. Yeah, again, it just doesn't look right for me. That's all. It's not complicated. It's just a preference I have. What are your top 5 linears? I have exclamation favorite switches, but I would say like, or exclamation FAV switchers, or exclamation switches actually. It's kind of like a lot of my favorite switches are listed there. But basically I use like Alpaca V2s, Gadron Inks, Cherry MX Blacks. Wait, that's 3 so far. Like Pinocos or Lavenders are pretty good. Gat Yellows are pretty nice, in my opinion. What else? That's 5, I guess. Hyperglides are retooled? I don't care. If they're smooth, they're good. I don't care that I don't care about the naming or the distinction. I don't think it matters. People tend to talk a lot about that, but I personally don't care for whether it's Hyperglide or retool or yada yada whatever. If I try it and it's smooth enough, it's good to go. Yeah. So I normally ask if things are smooth or not. Is it smooth? Okay, I'll buy it. I think Hyperfuse will look nice, but he already did a gray set on his board. I want to do something different, a warmer tone. Warmer tone? If you're going for a warmer tone, then nothing with like a harsh whites is gonna work, because that's not warm. Warmer tone is like beige or like something more colored. You're getting GMK Fuji. I'm not sure. I like the set actually, but I don't think I'll have the money. Yeah, I don't think I'll have the money for a GMK Fuji. Because I'm waiting to go in on CRP. So that's gonna probably be the most expensive buy, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford anything else, to be honest with you. I'm worried the purple clashed too much. Should be fine, I think. I think I would probably try VOC if you're wondering. Like, I would try it anyway. I don't think it has to be an exact match. I personally don't care for exact matches as much. I think it's okay if it's close enough. Scott Norris, 1 striker, and most likely gonna get salvation. So well, yeah, it's an expensive thing to get all these things. So you just have to make sacrifices and not get some others. So I understand that. I mean, I'm in that same boat, so I'm not foreign to it either. VOC it is. Do the thing early. Okay, VOC it is. Sounds good. That makes my life easier. I guess if you're audio only right now, I'll let you know when it's fully on. Or I guess you'll know by the time we get to the typing test. But yeah. El otro día vi que creciste en México, soy de Guatemala. ¿Alguna vez has venido a Guatemala? De hecho, no. He estado cerca de la frontera. Pero no he ido a Guatemala por mi propia cuenta. Tapachula, no, creo que estaba... Era algo más, tenía algo que ver con
Ya ni me acuerdo la verdad, pero no estaba en Tapachula. Pero bueno, fue hace mucho tiempo. El punto es que no he ido a Guatemala.
Are you still on that EDM kick? You mean like, do I like EDM? I like EDM, yeah. I like a lot of different kinds of music, so I actually like kind of don't. It's not like I suddenly dislike it after a while. I just kind of change between things, or I actually kind of listen to a lot of the same playlists too. So it's kind of like, or I put things on random and I just kind of like pick if I see or listen to something that's kind of fun. I like save it, or I like bookmark it or whatever, right? And then kind of go from there. Like sometimes I like look at other people's recs around that, and it takes me to other places, and so on and so forth. So I'm pretty open to stuff. Godzilla or Kong? Probably Godzilla. Actually, I think Godzilla is the cooler. The cooler beast. Kaiju. The 2 times I wasn't here, it's all Handerbite. Yeah, that's what happens when no one chooses the right sets and just goes for Handerbite, because it's like it's like an easy default. I've been listening to a lot of Square Pusher lately. Oh, interesting. I see. I don't know a lot of recent artists, I have to be honest. I used to follow like much more avidly as far as following specific artists, but now it's kind of I just put things on shuffle and listen to whatever, and then yeah. I remember sometimes, I sometimes don't like what I'm listening to. But I recognize tunes as soon as I hear them. Like the riffs and like the notes stay in my head. But I'm bad with names of songs and artists, so it's like, oh, I know who that is. Just don't remember what their name was sometimes. But yeah, Godzilla or Kong? Definitely Godzilla. I'm like thinking about it again, and I'm like, yeah, there's no reason I would pick King Kong. Godzilla is way cooler. They're fully flush. Do you have any split boards? Fully split? Do I have any fully split boards anymore? I don't actually. I used to own a ergo split, like one of those like just split stuff, like kind of like ortho ergo split. I mean ortho split. And then like the let split, my bad. And then I had a VEA at one point. That one was fun. That one fixed my typing actually. Yeah. So but currently I don't own any split boards. No. Kind of lost interest in them. But I wouldn't mind using it because I've tried them before. When custom ringtones were cool, my friend had the Godzilla howl set for his mom. That's good. That's a good one. Yo, dude, Jinshi, thank you so much. Hi, Dio. Can I get a Hoya? Thank you so much for the 4 months, my friend. Alrighty, it's time to solder. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. It's my last little bit of solder. I think this will be enough for the board, but actually it might be not enough, but I have another roll. But we're finally running out of this roll of solder. So let's see how things go there. Okay. So, alright, I'm gonna turn on the fan and I'm gonna should have done a prediction if that solder is enough or not. Ooh, we can do it actually. We can do it. You guys actually haven't seen the full length of this, but do you think? Yeah, sure. Let's do a prediction. Do you think I will be able to do this within? Yeah, where's the prediction thing? Start a prediction. Show everything. Okay, fine. Alright, so this is the length of the wire. Okay, so I can actually make a full circle or oval like this. Okay, the question is it enough for me to solder the entire board? Let's see, start. How do I start prediction? Start a prediction. Will I solder the entire board with the remaining bit of? Will I be able to? No. What? Will the solder run out? Yes or no? All right. Here we go. Here is the prediction start. Let's start the fan. And y'all can choose, will I run out of solder, yes or no? I'm kind of curious what you guys will end up picking. 95% no. If you pick yes and you win, you're gonna get a shit ton of points. By the way. I'm going in blind? True, that's the way to go about it. Alright, the prediction is going to be over in like maybe like 30 seconds. So, and I've done maybe a few switches. I'm not going to show what's left though anymore because that would be cheating. I'm not going to throw or do anything particularly different from what I usually do. So, just FYI. Yeah, and no getting salty if you lose or whatever, okay? Please. Alright, let's get started with the sponsor segment while we also do this soldering. Let's see. So, shall we first get started with exclamation sponsors to see all of the affiliate links that are for the sponsors that support this channel. And first up is Keycaps. You can go ahead and check out keycaps.com. The group buys that we currently have running are GMK Fuji, EPBT Aesthetic, and DSA 1930. They're all key sets in different profiles. Actually, EPBT and GMK are both cherry profile key sets. And all these key sets also have accessories related to them, such as desk pads and so on. So you should feel free to check those out if you're interested. On Keycaps, we also have a variety of switches. Right now we have Dark Amber T1 switches. We have Seal switches by Minterly. They're linears. We have Lilacs. We have Lavender switches. We have Reds and Navies from AE boards. And a lot more. There's other accessories like desk keys, films, and lube, and cherry stabilizers, and so on and so forth. There's also keyboard related goodies currently in stock, such as the ANSI PCB, and so occasionally there is the Instant 60 or 65, as well as the Practice 60 or 65 for those who might be new to soldering or require something that's hot swap and quick and easy to use. Lavenders in stock? I actually don't. Actually, you might not want to quote me on that. They might be out of stock now, but they used to be in stock a while back. They might not be in stock anymore. Lavenders are sold out. I see. Too bad. Yeah. Well, next up we have Mint Autumn. Jack Static was just here earlier. As you heard, Mr. Jack Static is currently working pretty much full time. Working at his shop. He's working on injection molding equipment. He's been running CNC machines as well. So he's been busy manufacturing things and working on equipment and installation and all that good stuff. Okay. And so he ran the Rookie Round 2 group buy, and that's still in fulfillment phase. So if you need more news about that, check out the Mint Autumn Discord. There has been a recent, in the past couple of weeks, there's been an update. Other than that, stay tuned for more from mintautumn.com. So consider signing up to your newsletter as well. Next up, we have Novel Keys. Go ahead and check out novelkeys.xyz, where you can get a friend for your room, such as Mr. Gator Ron, who is Novel Keys mascot and first plushie that was available on the shop. You can get a 5% discount for Mr. Gator Ron, as well as any in-stock item, using the promo code Thunder during checkout. So if you use Thunder, you'll get 5% off any purchase that is for an in-stock product, not applicable for any group buys. So in stock, you'll find a variety of switches and stabilizers and all kinds of accessories from Novelties. But on group buy right now, we have the I believe we still have the we still have the NK87. Gonna just double check. We still have the NK87, the aluminum edition pre-order currently open on Novelties. We also have SA Tatooine, which is a Star Wars inspired key set. In the SA profile, we also have GMK Striker Round 2, which is the popular blue and white set by Mr. Zambumon, and it's currently running for a second run. And it is actually the last week coming up soon for GMK Striker. So if you haven't entered GMK Striker and you were interested in the set before, this is close to your last chance to get this set during the group buy phase. Again, be mindful of the group buy dates, like the fulfillment period is going to be happening much later in the future. So if you enter a group buy, it's you put money down now and you'll get a product much later. There's also Bento R2 Despad extras and Silk Milkshake switches. There's also PBT Notion sets now by BIP in stock. They're cherry profile sets designed by Mr. BIP, who also designed Bento and Dots and among other things. That has recently stocked on the Novelties store, and I believe they're also available at different proxies worldwide. Next up is Omnitype. Go ahead and check out omnitype.com/lightning for GMK Norse. Today is pretty much today's the last day for GMK Norse, I believe. So check out or this week is the last week. Let me just double check the dates. But basically is the last period for GMK Norse. Let's see. Yes, today is, or yesterday was the last day. What? Hold up. GMK Norse says March 30. Maybe it's already done. Acknowledge. Oh no, you can still add it. So today is the last day, I suppose. Omnitype gives 1 extra day. So there you go. That's right. You have 1 extra day, meaning today is your last chance to get GMK Norse if you're interested in that set. It has Nordic sub-legends. So yeah, check out omnitype.com for that. There's also a variety of Despads available on Omnitype. And again, if you are looking for Despads, Omnitype does restocks fairly frequently. And you should check out their stock, and they have a calendar usually for restocks, so go ahead and check out omnitype.com for all that info. And of course, sign up for the newsletter for you to stay updated for future buys and key sets and other products. And it looks like we're actually going to run out of solder. So for all of those people who said no, you were deeply wrong, because we're about to run out. I am sorry, friends, but you have lost. Yep, and we ran out. Easy clap. And we are out of solder. So I'm gonna pick the winner now. So where's the choose prediction? Oh, actually, there was an equivalent number of points bet on these two. So half of you, or half of these points, are gonna get lost to the other team. It's going to be, so we ran out of solder. So the outcome is, will the solder run out? Yes. So here it is. 22,000 points out, being shared to people out there. Congrats, winners. And we now open up my new roll of solder. So out with the old and in with the new. So I use leaded solder from Kester. Specifically, if you want to know more about it, it's in my kits.co !gear. But it's the no clean 6337 type. It's 1 pound of it rolls. I use this solder roll holder. So here we go, out with the old and in with the new. Actually, I need to open this up first. So okay. All right. And here it is, the good stuff. I bet that's gonna be enough. Yeah, sure it will be. So here it is, the fresh fumes of a new roll of solder. So again, I was talking about Omnitype. We're done with that. Next up is Prime Keyboards in our line of sponsors. You can head on over to primekb.com/lightning. You can check out their stock of alpaca switches, as well as they have cobalt switches, silent alpacas, Desky films, Durock stabilizers, and all sorts of cool little accessories you might need for your switch modding. And any products you purchase using my affiliate link provide a small kickback to the stream. So, and I am very grateful for everyone's support. So do feel free to check out Prime KB. That's where I stock most of my favorite stabilizers, which are actually the Durock black smoky stabilizers with the black wire. There's also the alpaca version of them, which look pretty cute. So if you're into that, then that might be your thing. Next up, we have Project Keyboard, projectkeyboard.com, where you can check out GMK Astral that's currently running for group buy. Again, a set run by the same designer as GMK Vaporwave, so it has this kind of like it's kind of like light blue purple sort of colored set. It's very subtle, so I think you should probably check out the renders to see for yourself. But yeah, Project Keeper's currently running that. Next up, we have Salvin.com, our favorite Belgian CNC machinist and a resident keyboard expert. He is currently doing a lot of collaborations. Salvation is one of them, along with Wilbatech. We also have the Aurora Input 65, for example, that already ran, but is being produced by Mr. Salvin. There is also the Dawn. There are a lot of other keyboards that Mr. Salvin has done, as well as a lot of novelty keycaps that he has done for keyset designers. There's also the Synth by Hungerworks Studio. Hungerworks Studio actually just recently had a restock of synths, so if you're interested in this tool for artisan keycap mold making and sculpting, you should check out hungerwork.studio as well. And Salvin is actually the person who made these at a shop. There's also some apparel there on his store that you can check out. I have one of their red sweaters, and it's incredibly comfortable, so I personally like it a lot. So if you're willing to purchase it and ship it outside of Europe, for example, if you're outside of Europe, then I personally think it's worthwhile. It's a pretty nice sweater, and you'll be representing Salvin, who is one of the best out there. Salvin also has Wilbatech, Protect 60D Weird Flex PCBs, as well as the graphite PCBs for your key code board that you might have, or maybe another board that you might want to work with that PCB with. Yeah, just go ahead and check out the compatibility for those. It also might support, for example, the 6D version might support the thermal as well, because it uses a daughter board. So you can use that as well. Next up, and finally, we have Space Cables, spaceholdings.net. So it's not spacecables.com, it's spaceholdings.net. Right now we have Jimkey Nightshade on its last few days now. Ends on April 3rd. And it's a purple theme set. We also have a lot of cable collaborations with pretty much everything that has been currently running for key sets. So go ahead and check all of those out. If you bought a key set recently, Space Cables pretty much will have a collab for key set matching cables for it. And then we also have some desk pads, and we're expecting a XHT BDZ Lube restock at some point soon. And there's also a Lube station available on Space Cables. And I will announce, or at least say, that I do have a keyboard related product from Space Cables that's going to be affordable, and that's going to be that I'm going to be building at some point soon. It is a keyboard, so expect more news on that soon as well. But yeah, so Space Cables is also getting into the keyboard game, and so you might want to expect more from them soon. All right. Actually, let me just retest the stats really quick. Actually, no, just the space bar. Okay, and the backspace. Okay. And we can now do our Toothpick Mod. For those who don't know what Toothpick Mod is, basically you're just wedging a piece of toothpick inside of the clip for the clip-in styles, so that it just stays in, like stays pretty much like nicely clipped into the PCB, and so it doesn't come off when you're taking off keycaps, because it could come off. It takes a lot of force still, but it's a way to deter it from happening pretty much at all, unless you pull extremely hard, which is something you shouldn't be doing anyway. But yeah, that's what the Toothpick Mod is for. So we're done with that. Alright, let's test our PCB now. Hey, Ninewalker, how you doing? Space 65 BB? Yeah. It's called something different, I believe. But yeah, it's very similar to that. But indeed, it is a 65%. It's called a Stellar. Pretty close though, pretty close. Alright, let's check the... Thought you were a 60% guy though? It doesn't mean I can't review a non-60% product, right? Doesn't mean I don't build non-60% builds. Yeah, we're just gonna be checking that out and building it, so yeah. But that's going to be later. I'll let you guys know. I just know that it's coming soon. TM. All right, let's test this. I'm at work on my break. Oh, I see. All right, everything works. All right, cool. We're good. Let's minimize that. All right, so for the UNIKORN, we want to actually take this off first. It's kind of tight. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to grab our O-ring here. And we want to put it around our PCB and assembly here, PCB and plate assembly. So we just put it around, wrap it around. Sorry about the ambulance. This ambulance sounds outside. Okay, just wrap it around, tuck it in, right? So it's just sitting there nicely between the plate and the PCB. And now I actually need some screwdrivers because we do have to take this apart. So let me get my Torx screwdriver actually, because it needs Torx. Yeah, I believe the Space 65 is a different keyboard, right? It's like that like iPhone looking keyboard. All right, so we need to basically undo this weight first. I think this bit should work. Not too big. All right, this is the one, I think. All right, so you just take off the weight first. Okay. So carefully move all our screws. Remove our stainless steel weight here. Here's a stainless steel weight, as you can see. This nice matte texture to it. All right. So, and then we have to, let's grab these screws here. These screws here are gonna be for the daughter board, which is basically gonna be here. So we're gonna just get it ready. Also uses a small Torx, I think. Bit. Okay. Oops, sorry. Too big, too big. All right, these should work. All right, great. So first of all, you take the assembly here, and then you basically put it in the case, and as you're putting in, you pretty much pass the cable through first. Yeah, pass the cable through, and then you place the assembly in. Make sure it's gonna be some friction stopping it from going through, so just make sure you tuck in the O-ring as you go. Actually, there's some resistance, so I think I'm not sitting on the ledge properly. Take this out of the way. Just get it in my way. All right. All right, so you just want to make sure it goes in slowly and carefully. And I think it's just needs to get seated properly. I think it's like slightly misoriented.
slightly off. Hold on. I just need to make sure this gets seated properly. Okay. Oh. Come on, cable, go through. There you go. Okay, now it's finally through. Okay, so you see the cable is all the way through, right? And what we're gonna do is first we're just gonna grab the daughter board itself and then plug it in, because it's just easier to plug in before you screw it in. And then we're gonna take our screwdriver and put the daughter board in. Okay. All right, it's through. And then you just need to make sure the cable is gonna fit, right? Because you don't want it to get pinched or anything. So we're just gonna kind of fold on, like tuck it in here, and make sure that the rest of the slack kind of is in the channel, like within the channel, so it doesn't get pinched. You could use some tape here, but I think it's gonna be okay. All right, there. You make sure it's well within, and then you can just make sure you place the weight carefully. And boom. I think I might want to tape it down just in case. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tape it down. It's a bit safer, not risk it to be pinched. Alright, there. That's probably much easier now. Alright, and then you just place the weight. Place our weight screws in. And it's done. Alright, let's get the set. We said violet on cream earlier, so let's go, let me go get it. Violet on cream. Where do you get your artisans? Artisans, I participate in raffles and I trade with people. I also buy things from the market, right? So you just need to look into the makers you like and participate in the raffles that they do, the sales, as well as if you're interested in things that are currently not available, then maybe you have to trade for them, buy them, etc. But yeah, I've kind of been doing that for years at this point. So here is violet on cream. Oh, it's a pretty good match for the purple, I think. It's slightly actually more so it kind of like looks a little bit more like flat on the case, but it looks really good. It looks really, really good. Wrong colored pipe? Imagine being so wrong. Do you want to get banned? Yeah, I think VOC is the set for this board. It looks so good. Goes with the switches too. Yeah, the switches look fantastic on it. It looks really good. Okay, here's shift, FN, shift, control. Super, Alt, and spacebar. Alright, we need to pick an artisan as usual. So let's do that. So I have a bunch of artisans here. One of these should work. Let's see, purple. There's some purple stuff. It's like this. I'll zoom in actually. I'm gonna take this out of the way. Alright, so I have some purple stuff here. I have some good matches actually. So this one's really good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. I think this one's good. Seeing it in person. So those are some options. Yeah. Jiangxi could work. Yeah, it's like sort of yeah. It could work. It could work. Or yeah. Like you mean either of these two? Middle one in the right case. Yeah, there's that. And then there's also like Colonel, I think is a good match. Amelia is a good match. And the Posse Skulls, I think is a good match. So I think these are all pretty good matches. Oh, and this is a bit darker, actually. Dark Match Girl. Cute duo. And the Albumin, yeah. And the Albumin. Alright. Looks like we need a vote. So let me choose like this. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna do, oh wait. Okay. Alright, so we have which artisan? I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then maybe I'll let y'all do that. So polls up, fighting for that spot. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it looks like 1 is gonna win by far. Looks like, oh, 3 is catching up. 3 is catching up. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. The tides are... Whoa. Whoa. That's a twist. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that at all. Wow. Wow. I think... Yeah, looks like 4 and 5 and 2 are pretty much out of the race. So I'm gonna let you guys vote between 1 and 3. But that's pretty much what's left. So 1 and 3 are basically what are currently on the table. Someone's dumping their points? You can. Dump your points all you want. Do both? I can't. Both wouldn't fit really on the board because we don't have escape and function. I think it looks a little awkward with function. We can do it, but it looks kind of awkward. So I think I'm gonna do only escape. All right, poll's about to end in maybe like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and look at
exiled, dumping 3,000 points. Oh shit. Oh my god. Alright. So, a tie. Alright. You know how we decide this, my friends? Let me show you. Let me show you the expert's way. Let me show you. Alright, heads is albumin and tails is bongo. Okay, we got heads. And we're done. Alright. Done. Easy. Bongo can watch from afar. Wait, how do I? Bongo can watch us type. Damn it. All right. We need Sad Boy Bongo. Yeah, Sad Boy Bongo's a good one. Alright, let me just clean something up here. And we can get started with a typing test shortly. Let's get our typing test up. So let's see. Okay. All right. Wow, even the typing test sort of matches the Dracula theme. That's a little big. Hold up. All right, I think that's better. All right. Oh, Bongo now can't see. Okay, Bongo can see now. Bongo can watch from here. Alright. Here we go. Alright. So here is our Unicorn with a full FR4 plate with lavender switches, 205 grade 0 for the lube on SINGA Unicorn. Let me just make sure we're good on the audio side. And all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds really good. Let's try it one more time. BRB, you gotta let doggles out. Oh, sounds good. Alright, let's try it one more time. It sounds really nice though. Alright. Here we go. Right. And there it is. It sounds A+. Let's go and check the modifiers. Here are the modifiers for the UNIKORN. Oops. There it is. There it is. It sounds and feels really nice. Like, that's kind of like as soon as I typed on it, I knew it felt really nice. It sounds really nice. I think the lavenders are particularly good on this FR4 plate. Just like sound wise, they sound pretty consistent, and you know, like, I really like the sound of like these GMK caps on the lavenders. Definitely not a switch to underestimate. So far my experience with lavenders has been very nice. And obviously the case matters, but in this UNIKORN in particular, they sound great. They sound really nice. One thing that's kind of always notable about the UNIKORN that I think is something to kind of like know about is that the sound always sounds like it's kind of going down this way. So like it feels like it's reverberating on the desk a lot. So like if I took away my desk mats, probably it's gonna sound different too.
Actually, maybe we can try doing that because I'm kind of curious. So like if I took away my desk mats, right, and put it on like a bare desk, I still think, okay, it still sounds pretty nice, but like the sound kind of goes down still. So that's kind of how it sounds without the desk mat on, right? Right. So yeah. So that's kind of like the difference. Overall though, like obviously the desk mats do dampen the sound a bit, but I still think the sound signature is the same, to be honest. So yeah, like I'm pretty pleased with it though. Like it's a nice sounding board. I actually so this is not my board, but I actually also plan on building my own UNIKORN with FR4 plate and Lavenders. So I'm pretty excited about it now because now I actually know what it sounds like. It sounds really good. And I've been wanting to use a linear build on a UNIKORN, so this is perfect. Like this is actually something that I would definitely use on a daily basis. Yeah. But anyway, if you have any questions though, do ask. Let me go back and just make sure I didn't miss anything. So I'm gonna go back and just re-chat really quickly. This is getting restocked, right? You mean the UNIKORN? Not anytime soon, no. Would you like Cherry MX or JWK more in UNIKORN? I think the JWK is currently like these Lavenders sound great, so I wouldn't mind just going for JWK because it's pretty easier to source. Cherry MX are good, but getting a good batch of Cherry MX can also be a bit of a hassle. So I feel lazy at this point. It's like I just want to get normal, decent switches and call it a day. So probably just JWK. Yeah. How would you compare this to the UNIKORN you built last time? So last time we did what did we build that with? We built it with alpacas. It was actually pretty similar. A bit more poppy, I think, on the other one. This one has a bit. Lavenders definitely sound a bit deeper, like pitch wise. So that's kind of like a bit of an advantage. They have a different like bottom out sound to them, so that's something to consider. But overall, both were really good. Like both are smooth switches. They like I don't mind their bottom out sound. They sounded pretty good. But yeah, I have a PC plate, Reflex PCB and Lavenders to build soon. Nice. Every time I see you stream a UNIKORN build, I second guess myself with a planned build. Well, why don't you just go with it? Because if you second guess yourself with a planned build and you never try any of them, you actually will never know how to narrow it down. So you should just try it and narrow it down from there if you think you're going to rebuild it after you do that. I would just go with that because I always just jump right in. I don't bother. I personally don't like to bother being wishy-washy about the build, because that means I'm just gonna stall not trying things. So I'd rather try it, know what it's like, and move on with it, and try something else if I'm not pleased. If I'm pleased, then that's it. I stay there, and I'm happy. I'm perfectly happy with it, you know? So that's probably what I would do if it were me. Planning on doing inks on cherry on aluminum or cherry on aluminum. Now you maybe consider getting a FR4 plate on lavenders. I think you should still try it. Same goes to you, Osam. Like inks or cherry on aluminum. Just try it. Like if you already have it, try it out. Happy day today. Paid off my student loan. Received my confirmation letter. Wow, congrats, 10 peaches. That's amazing. That is such a relief. Congrats on paying off your loan. That's like crazy. That's really, really cool. Rebuilt my Rukia with H1s on palm. Man, I'm in love. See? Like, just give it a shot. You know? Give things a shot before you decide to reconsider things around. Yeah. But yeah, let's see. Take out the typing test. Let's take a look at the board itself, actually, now that we have built it. So here is the build we did today. It is a purple unicorn indigo color with violet on cream. Looks spectacular with violet on cream. I definitely think I'm gonna go with violet on cream on my own, because it's also purple. It looks great with an albumin by Prime Caps, and that's the side here. A little fingerprint as the side here, and there is the bottom. And the USB port looks nice in the middle. I actually really like the USB port now in the middle. It looks really good compared to on the left side, which was the initial unicorn design. It looks really nice with this daughter board design. Super nice, super clean. Kind of got that upgraded look, and I think it's fantastic. Yeah. Oops. Wish I had a unicorn and that albumin though. Yeah, that was actually my first albumin that I got. Like when they first ran the sale, I think. There's so many combos I'm interested in trying. The good thing about the unicorn, right, is that plates are easy to get for the unicorn. Plates, 60% plates are easy to get for this board, because they're like generic 60% plates that you can use. So that part is like great. It's amazing. No need to get like special, like, you know, top mount or whatever, gasket mount or top mount, like, you know, plates. Yeah. Where do you buy those keycaps? Is it possible for a 75%? This is called GMK Violet and Cream. Yes, you can do it for a 75%, but you would have to purchase it in the aftermarket. Was my first full custom keyboard. My first full custom keyboard, I believe, was a Duck Octagon V1. Before that, I was just using Topre. It was that one you rebuilt on streaming with GMK Yuri? Yeah, that's the one. I've still had it after all these years. That's exactly the duck octagon that I first got, and I still have that board. Kind of sentimental at this point. How's the flex? It's just a soft bottom out. I personally don't really care much about like if it flexes or not. It's just soft. It's just I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a there's a little bit of movement if you want to like really take a look. Like, I mean, like I think like the camera is kind of moving. Yeah, I mean, you can see some movement, but it's like pretty minimal. You have to press pretty hard. It's just a soft typing experience, so that's all I care about. Yeah. Do you even flex, bruh? Bathroom over there. Anyway, yeah. Can't put my finger on it, but those caps don't match. They're slightly the purple is slightly different. Like it's like ever so slightly different, but it's not bad. It's not that far off. It's definitely, the shade is slightly off for sure. It doesn't have to be perfect though. I don't think everything has to be perfectly matched. I personally don't care for it, but yeah. I think close enough is good enough. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Alright. So, unless y'all have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and check who's streaming. So let's go and check makers and crafting. Oh, what? So let's see, Yura is streaming. Looks like Alex Happy is... Wait, is that right? I'm so confused. Alex Happy is apparently still streaming, finishing up part of the 41-hour subathon. Oh my gosh. Manoli is streaming, Stray Chroma is streaming, Yuri is streaming, Gondo is streaming. Anyone that you guys want to watch? Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. Strength in numbers, right? So I think I would probably fight a horse-sized duck. Probably bigger target, easier to fight. If you're agile enough, I think it's easier to fight a big target. So yeah, definitely a horse-sized duck. Ducks can be nasty. Oh, I don't disagree with that, but I would rather deal with one target than 100. So yeah. Awesome time hanging out with you all as always. Later. Sounds good. Rob, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Rate Alex Happy. We actually rated Alex Happy last time, so actually I'm gonna rate somebody else this time. We can either raid. Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys options. I'll say raid. I'll say Manoli, Stray Chroma, Yura, and Gondo. Boom. Just vote. Yeah, your late draws. Wow, no deathmatch. We actually removed the deathmatch just earlier. I took it off after one typing test, and we did one typing test without. It's kind of a lot of work because now I have to put them back. I actually need to end stream and do it. That's a lot of work. Shameless plug, Epsilon will be doing a subathon this weekend. We'll have 7V built with Gawk joining. Oh, fun. Fun times. Fun times. I'm against Deathmatch, so all good. Yeah, but that's work for me to do. That's extra work. Imagine being against Deathmatch. What? Alright, we're gonna rate Mr. Gondo. Gondo, let me get the right username. Gondo Lindrum underscore. Let's go rate Mr. Gondo Lindrum underscore. For those who don't know who Gondo is a PCB designer. He's a Brazilian PCB designer in our community. He's extremely smart. He has I believe he's a PhD in electrical engineering. He's, you know, as smart as electrical engineers can get, and has a lot of experience. So yeah, I respect him a lot and think he's a really humble and kind person. He's had some like unfortunate drama in the community, in the sense that like people have kind of ostracized him and whatnot, and like kind of been mean, but you know, he's like a super capable and super amazing person. So go ahead and show some positive vibes in his chat. Show some interest, and yeah. So I'm gonna just post the rate message. Just this is fine. And yeah, well, thank you everybody for coming by. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll be building another board soon, but I'll catch you guys probably on the weekend, or if not, early next week. All right, see y'all later. Bye bye.